It started.
And we're starting.
Boop.
Starting Cabana. Oh, shit. We shouldn't be doing that. Now we won't get that ad revenue. But we were never going to.
That's true.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's so good. I love a song about murder.
I meant your version was good.
Oh, okay. I still enjoy songs about murder.
I
but-
mean, I do like the original. It's catchy, but
yeah.
you know.
Get away from the microphone.
Get
And
away
yeah,
from me.
let's hit that record button.
Oh no! Wait, what? Stop.
Nope, don't do that. Don't hit record.
Okay, good. It's like, I'm not ready.
I'm trying to get to the ub tub so I can put on my cum bubs. Actually, I don't want to.
What?
You're what?
Just tell me if something happens that I need to address in the chat. That actually would make me happier.
There's something you need to address in the
Oh,
It's somebody saying hello.
Oh, there's
Well, somebody said, I did make it on time. Yay.
hey! You know
Hi.
what? You made it before me, and that's exciting. actually.
Way to be punctual.
Wait a minute. Are you guys fucking with me? If there's no one there,
No.
I'm gonna be pissed.
That would have
Not
been really
this
funny, though.
time.
It
Not-
would not have been funny. It would have been a
I mean-
lie.
It would have been horrible. We would never do that.
I would definitely do that. Come on, let's be honest.
Ah,
We should lie for science.
no, you shouldn't. In fact, you should
I don't
not
have
lie
to
for
say
science.
it, but I'm
Dad
definitely
for
nodding my head. Yes. There's a great many things I would do in the name of science.
But would you lie in the name of science?
Yes.
No.
And stab
No.
and murder and kill and steal.
You have to.
Nice.
Like double-blind pill studies. It's science, all right? Scientific.
For the greater good, man.
You have to lie to people and say you're getting an effective medication because you have to overcome the
Oh.
placebo effect.
Placebo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good one.
See?
So
Science.
lying is integral to science.
Well,
it is science in a nutshell.
I'm just gonna leave this. Okay. I wish that I could share my screen with you, and guess what? I can and I will. Here it comes. You
Well, just
all
remember
do-
you're sharing it with everyone.
That's fine. I'm actually okay with that.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be worth it. I'm sure of it.
I can't wait.
Screen share. This one. Share it. Okay. So as you all know, I have to pause it because I don't want to hear it. This is the face I paused on. This is the one. And because you guys are science liars, I think I'll keep it on that all fucking night. You disgust me.
There it goes.
So there you have it.
That's great.
Okay. Guys, I'm so excited about this bullet journaling thing that I've got going on. I can't wait until I forget about this journal altogether. And then I can stick it with my stack of other journals up there that I'll probably never look through again.
Yay.
Yeah. So I was just like thinking about my own journals, and now I do the exact same thing, and I have a
Just
pile of
zoned
journals.
out.
And I just
Do you
didn't-
guys want to see the
vocalize
cool
that.
shit I put on my key for this? Okay, so I made a key for my Cthulhu journal. Okay.
Oh, boy.
But I used the Deathly Hallows. So I've got idea, established lore is the symbol for the Deathly Hallows. And then I've got clue is presented in game. The clue was uncovered. Notes and NPC shit.
Nice.
I've been listening to a lot of Harry Potter recently. Okay. Oh, I forgot we have to record the recording.
I was waiting for it.
I was actually going to start the episode right then. Jesus.
Don't dollop us.
In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
I clicked.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
You
Cut.
forgot to
I'm
name
gonna
the file.
I
didn't you?
forgot it.
on the
S-T.
first
Alright.
try.
Sev.
Stopping.
Oh no, you don't have to stop it
Oh.
because
Oh,
it'll
well,
keep
I already
going the whole
did.
time.
Already did it.
So,
Oh my god. Hold on.
I feel like this is
Undo.
a deflection.
Really? Okay.
Feeling very
I don't know the meaning of the word.
Hmm.
she's deflecting for science.
No.
In 6,
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
I clicked the clap.
Yay.
And clap.
Oh,
We did
it worked.
It didn't matter,
good.
actually.
Oh no. I mean, it could.
Oh.
Welcome back to St. Paxton. I am your game master. Oof. Sound constipated. Let me do that again.
No, it's good for science.
Not bathroom science.
It could be.
Hey everyone, welcome back to St. Paxton. I am your game master, Veronica.
I'm Stacy, and I play Bellamy.
I'm Michael, and I play Todd B.
And I'm Steph, and I play Clara.
My name is Fred, and I play. What's his name? Edward.
That really handsome fellow.
The snack.
The snack.
Okay. Swedward is going to be with us a little bit later tonight. Mike, what happened last time in St. Paxton?
Last time in St. Paxton. Let's see. I kind of reached through a scroll and brought bad things.
Very bad.
Yeah, you did.
Magic. You guys shouldn't play with it.
Who
Well.
knew?
We do now.
Yeah. I know now.
It's obviously a
I
mistake
know now.
that we only make at least 3
Thank
times.
you for catching that.
Perfect. Oh, God. Guys, I'm sorry that so many bad things happened to you guys last time, but I am excited that so many bad things happened to you. With no further ado, let's get back into the episode. Todd,
Yes.
you feel really warm and almost like it's almost like this warmth is spreading all over you at one time. And it seems to be coming from a central point on your body. This warmth is just radiating out. And you feel that maybe the tops of your shoulders are pretty chilly. Your nose is quite cold. But this warmth, it just invites you in.
I would like to reach towards or feel my body where this warmth is at.
You realize that you're so cold. You're urinating all over yourself in an effort to warm your body.
When I realize that I'm laying in pee, I will kind of be like, oh, all right. Woof. That's not what I want to be in. Wow, it's really cold.
As you look around you, you see a really cute patio. There are just really beautiful Edison bulbs lit all around you, and you are covered in a mound of patio cushions and blankets. It's like a little Todd mountain, but your head is the tip of that mountain, and all around you is covered in snow.
Why am I out here? I was doing something. Oh, God! I look to my hand.
When you look at your hand, you see that the entire arm, the forearm, all the way down to your fingertips, is this really dark purple color.
I poke at it, see if I feel any sensation, and try to move my hand and fingers.
When you poke at it, you do feel some sort of sensation, but it doesn't feel like touch at all. It feels more like something in the room with you. So, when someone just kind of steps into the room and you can feel their presence, that's more the feeling that you get opposed to touch.
Okay, I need to get warm and wash this off or something. I will go to the door and see if it is open.
The door is unlocked.
I will step inside.
When you step inside, you hear your friends and they're talking, but there's a bathroom that's pretty close by if you wanted to hop in there.
Yeah, I will go get fixed up first.
Okay. Clara, on your own, you're just kind of sitting in the corner. You hear the door open and close.
I'll look over and see who it is.
You poke your head out of the library and you see Todd as he walks into the bathroom and closes the door behind him.
And do I feel the same sense of dread as I did before when his arm was all dark?
Well, you're pretty far away from him, so no.
Okay. And his arm appears different?
You didn't catch that.
Okay. I think I'll stay where I am and just kind of watch for him and wait for him to come out.
Okay. Todd, once you're in the bathroom, you see that it's set up just like a very normal bathroom. It has soap, a shower, towels, things of that nature.
I will. Does it have a? Oh, you said it has a shower. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I will run the shower
Okay.
and get the water not terribly hot because that would hurt if I'm frostbitten.
It does take a while for the water to get kind of comfortable to the touch for you. But eventually it gets there. Are you taking a shower or a bath?
Shower.
Okay.
And then I will grab the soap and I will try to wash that purple stain off of my arm.
Okay. You lather up and paying special attention to your left arm, you rub the soap in and you feel it absorbing into your skin. It's just kind of like you're taking on something extra, but it doesn't wash away. To clarify, it doesn't seem like your arm has been dipped in paint or is I would say it's more like it's tattooed in that way. You can tell that the pigment of the skin is completely different.
I will go to my. Oh, hey, there's a guy.
Ooh. Hey, Fred, when you're ready, let us know and we'll count you in. Go ahead, sorry.
I will reach into my bag and grab out a knife, and I just want to prick the end of my index finger on my left hand.
Do you remember my face that I showed you at the beginning of this video,
Mhm.
of this stream? That's my face now. That's how I think. That's what I think of that choice. All right, let me get in here and I'm going to talk to you, Frederico. Hey, Fred, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Let me count you in whenever you are ready.
Got it. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my recording equipment up.
You are literally 3 minutes into this recording.
Got it.
In BD.
And we are streaming, Fred.
Excellent. All right. Sorry I am late.
No problem.
I am ready to be counted in.
Okay. I am counting in Fred now in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
10:42
recording.
on my clock.
Okay. So you take out your knife and you prick your finger and you feel this sensation of letting something out of you. Like you would expect there to be a drop of blood that would trickle down your finger and would probably hit the floor, or through the path of least resistance would trickle down your arm. But as you prick your finger and you pull the knife away from your flesh, a small purple dot wells up, and as though gravity doesn't exist at all, it is sucked up and hits the ceiling. And another drop is sucked up, and another purple splat hits the ceiling.
I will run my hand quickly under the water to wash the purple away.
Great idea. And so you brush your finger underneath the water, and you watch as the water just kind of becomes this light or lilac color and swirls down the drain.
I want to continue to watch the purple drop on the ceiling.
Okay. You see that the purple drops on the ceiling, they didn't hit in the exact same place. They hit in, slightly different spaces. And they seem to be rolling toward one another as though they are attracted to each other. And then they make a bigger bubble or splat. And then go ahead. No, please.
Is the ceiling high enough for me to reach it?
High or low to reach the ceiling?
Low, because I want it to be low.
Okay. 99.
So it's vaulted bathroom ceiling.
Vaulted bathroom ceilings. The ceilings are crazy high. In fact, it seems like they hit a point of the ceiling that was sort of close to the wall, and now those droplets are moving up towards a very high peak in the ceiling. And there's a vent, and they just get sucked into the vent and they're gone.
Does it leave any residue on the ceiling?
It does not.
Ooh, that's creepy. I will finish washing up and making sure that I keep my thumb on my index finger to make sure it doesn't bleed whatever the heck that stuff is anymore. And then I will get out of the shower and dry off.
Okay. You do so. You bandage yourself up with a little band-aid that's underneath the kitchen or underneath the bathroom sink. And there are no more droplets that make their way to the ceiling and then crawl into the vent.
I will see if... Do I have any change of clothes? Because I don't... Did I change my robes originally? Yes, I did, because they were nicer.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I have my old robes?
You do not, but there is a really nice, soft, white, fluffy bathrobe on the back of the door.
Excellent. I will don that, and then I will wrap my left arm in a towel.
Okay.
Just, like, drape it over it, so, like, it's not wrapped, but just concealed.
Sure. You all hear as Todd takes maybe a 15-minute shower, and then you hear the door open and the steam rolls out of the bathroom and Todd steps out.
Hey, Todd? You okay?
Yeah, I'm, Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah. It was bad.
Did you make your eye invisible?
I made all of me invisible and saw some really bad things I don't want to talk about, and lost my eye. I was trying to save you, so yay. But it didn't work, and Jonathan had to come out and rescue us. And is your arm still a thing of nightmares?
So Clara believes that she says all of these things, but she just seems to be mumbling and making weird shaking jerks with her head and neck. And then she looks very aggressively at your arm and just sort of cocks her head, and drool drips from the side of her mouth.
Okay.
Bellamy.
Yeah.
Your head feels great. Everything is fine, obviously. Nothing of consequence is going to happen because your head was locked in a book for several hours. Who even knows how long that was? JK, everything's terrible. Things have gone real bad. You're seeing into a different life, and you remember all of these things about this woman, Lavinia. You know a lot now about her lover's past, and your head is splitting after being trapped in the book for so long and having these memories just forced into your brain. And now Todd has arrived looking very relaxed in a spa-like white robe, very clean hair and face. And Clara is a mumbling, bumbling idiot with drool dripping out of her mouth now.
Great.
Oh, God. Oh, it's too much. Oh, my God. Do you have anything for, like, a really bad headache?
Yeah, I should.
No, talk quieter.
Um,
And why do you look like that? What is that?
um,
Oh,
None of my clothes were dirty, so I changed. What happened to Clara?
you happened to Clara. God, she tried to help you, and then she came out like this.
I think I'll be fine. Maybe I just need to go to the hospital.
Clara's lower lip drops down and she makes this weird shape with her mouth and just screams, or not even screams, makes this guttural moan at all of you.
Clara,
I didn't.
nobody is understanding you. You smell like death. You
Rude.
have to go somewhere. Just, oh, I can't deal with this in my head right now.
I just immediately turn around and leave the room.
I go after Todd because he says he had medicine. Todd, you said you had something for my head.
Yes, I'm gonna in the bathroom.
Edward, you are now alone in the room with the book at long last. In case you want to do anything with it.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Can you just catch me up real quick?
Absolutely, we
All right.
can. I forgot. That would have been a very important part. So what had happened was we went into Jonathan Crandall's library, and Bellamy, with her excellent lock-picking skills, unlocked his desk, and she found a scroll. And then they look through the scroll. They're like, oh, wow, look at all the colors. And then Todd reaches through, and then he has the arm of death and chaos. Claire
Yeah, no.
loses a mind. Yes.
I'm definitely past that.
Okay.
Did anything happen right before I started recording with you guys?
Just
Oh,
Todd.
no.
Just
Todd
Todd
peed
taking
his
a
pants
shower.
and took a
Yeah.
shower.
He peed his pants. Okay, that's important to know.
Yes.
You guys didn't tell me that part. I
Yeah.
mean, that's important.
Well, nobody knows that.
Yeah, no one knows
Todd
that
knows
yet.
that.
Oh, okay. Player knowledge. Got it. And so at the very end of the episode, was I alone with the book?
No. So now you are, because Todd has left and Jonathan has left. I should probably clear that room a little bit better for you. But now you'll be alone with the book. So let me back up and I will clear the room a little more succinctly for you.
But he definitely sees the state that Clara's in, correct? Because I did.
Hold the phone, please. I'll answer all these questions when I get back to describing the scene. Mike.
What?
As Todd turns around on his heels, Bellamy is like, you said you had something for me. And she walks out behind him. And Clara, now a moaning, shambling monster of a human with one really good eye, I guess, starts moaning after them. Jonathan looks at you, Edward, and just exasperated. I'm going back to bed. And he shuffles out of the room.
Am I? Oh, I can't say it that way. I mean, how much did I see Clara in this state to the point where I would be like overly concerned, like, and stray from the book, or I mean, did I see her literally drooling and moaning and
Yeah, you
unable to
see all of
communicate?
these things, but she seems to have control of most of her faculties, just not her face so much.
But I'm alone with the book that I've been trying to get to.
Yeah.
Oh
So
boy.
you're really at an impasse, I guess you would say.
Well, I mean, she's not in any danger, right? So, I mean, I guess she's with Bellamy and Todd's. And, this book, though, this book is here, and I open the book.
Great. You open the book and you're able to read all of these really great stories about Lavinia and Jonathan, Lavinia's horrible father. But you get to an area of the book that is a little bit further than what Bellamy experienced. And you see a drawing of a man. 1 second. You see a drawing of a man. It's the same man that you spoke to at, not Bellamy, at Clara's town hall meeting where she made all of the Dole Whip. And you see that he looks exactly the same, but the dated photo is something like 70 years old.
Do I recall what the man's name was? Is that important right now? I mean, was it
It's not super.
No,
No, it's not Crandall.
that was
And
this
I'm
guy. Yeah.
totally
It's
blanking on what
fine.
his name is.
But wasn't he also present on the street? Was I there for that when we were going through that nightmare scene before Leo
Ooh.
died? Wasn't he the one that said like,
Mm-hmm. That is him.
okay,
Sorry, it's Nicholas Watley.
Thank you, Nicholas Watley. I
Nicholas?
can't have any more tabs open, apparently.
And just to confirm, you said 70 years ago, right?
Yes.
Wait, isn't that Mr. Watley? But this picture says 70 years ago? Well, I mean, I guess time is different here.
You flip the page.
Is there-
Go ahead.
No.
You flip the page and you see this really horrific looking creature. It's one that you've seen before. It's the creature that was inside Leo's, and it's a really rapid sketch of this creature. So it's not super detailed, but you can see, the reptilian legs. You can see the long tail. You can see its fur and its tentacled abdomen with its disgusting teethy maw in the middle.
Is there any passages on the creature itself, or maybe how to deal with it, or to gain information on any weaknesses?
I'm glad you asked. Let me grab my notebook.
So while she's grabbing that, what happened to Claire's character? Or I mean, Claire.
She lost an eye and apparently a lot of IQ.
Well, no, I know.
IQ.
Ooh,
Oh,
she's got as a cue.
too soon.
Because I remember, we were, I was holding you and calming Claire down,
Yeah.
and there was something with Bellamy smelling something, and it was coming
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah, and neither of you told me I smelled. And
I was probably being polite. I don't know.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
But you didn't show any signs of this in the previous episode, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
No. Just in
Oh
shock.
boy.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, and then Todd was outside, right? Like,
Yes.
wasn't he in
Yes.
like a coma state, and then we just put blankets, pillows around him?
He was
Mhm.
asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so then you peed yourself and took a shower?
Yes.
Got it. Right.
I woke up to urination.
Oh, got it. So you pee-peed while you were sleepy. Got it. And then Bellamy. What's going on with Bellamy?
She has a
Head
crook
got
in her
pulled
neck.
out of the book.
Yeah. Is that it though?
Well,
And this-
the book's like memory, she lived through it,
Got it.
and so she's a little hurt from that.
Dealing with that like emotionally and with that information, and got it. And then this is the same book, right? All along as the one we brought to Jonathan Crandall, the one that she's been holding,
Mm-hmm.
the one
with the
that
lump
we
and-
yeah, that we were sticking our finger into and stuff.
Yes.
Why?
We gotta
Why?
stop sticking things
I
into
know.
things.
Now, can I ask a question? Like, for the most part, we've been pretty good as players up until this book arrived, and all of a sudden, we have made the worst decision.
Yeah.
What if
We
like
have.
this is like what if it's like a book of like evil manipulation, and we're all just like drawn to it, and we're just like it's our better judgment. We're just like, yeah, of course. There's a toothy maw in this book. Let me put my hand in it. Let me see what happens.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
It reminds me of like the D&D story where the DM is like, you see a pit of acid, and then like the rogue, and then like the acid burns your finger off, and then the rogue's like, I stick my hand in it, and it's like, the acid burns my hand off, and then he like looks and he's like, now I put my arm in it, and it's just like we keep just punishing ourselves. Like,
I think that's how the season is going so
Yeah.
far.
but you got this cool like Nick Fury thing going now. You could get like an eye
Yeah.
patch. And,
Yeah.
Huh?
Once I hopefully get out of zombie mode.
yeah.
I gotta
Wow.
think of a good eye patch store name. Oh,
Oof. Mhm.
Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah.
no, nothing.
There's one
Okay.
there. We'll figure it out.
All right, great. So, Edward, on the very intricate drawing of the human person, you see there is a symbol on this person's on their wrist, but like not the inside of their wrist, the outside of their wrist. And you've definitely seen this before. And you flip the book over so you can look at its cover, and you see that a piece of this leather or skin book cover is that exact same symbol.
Now, just to clarify, I was looking at the picture of that monster. Is there a picture of a human next to it, or a picture side by side associated to it?
So side by side.
Okay. And this is not the person that I recognize from the Dole Whip scene.
So this is the person you recognize from the Dole Whip scene.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
To which I've already forgotten his name. Nicholas Wattaby?
Watley.
Watley. All right. So now I'm seeing Nicholas Watley. He's got this symbol on his wrist, and I see the same symbol on the book.
Yes.
Have I seen this symbol anywhere else?
You have not. Under more pages, if you want to continue flipping to see if there's any sort of explanation or any further information that you might gather from the book, because if you remember correctly, this book needed to be translated. And now you're just able to flip through it and read it. But the longer you're in the book, the less you're able to sort of put these pieces together. And you kind of come to this realization that you might be running out of time wherein you can actually read the symbols and what's actually in this book.
Got it. As I flip through the pages, is there anything that strikes out to me as maybe something important that I want to learn about, so that I can focus the time that I have left with the book?
You do. You notice that there is a lot of talk of feeding on these notes. And this is where the book becomes more of a journal and detailing what the author knows about these two sons. And the book details that both the monster and the human son absorb some other vital substance from their victims, such as brain tissue, organs, bone marrow, skin, intestines. And that's how they feed.
Is is there any information on like the names of the children? Like would it be Jonathan Crandall's children? So, I mean, is there any information that could let me know more about these two brothers or the two sons?
High or low for favorable results?
Always high.
Sorry. 91. That's a really good roll, so I'm going to give you 2 pieces of information. As you're kind of racing to the back of this book where information becomes more and more difficult to understand and see, you understand that victims of the monstrous son emit a very foul odor. And at the very end of this book, one of the authors says that they have finally understood, they know what has happened, and that these are the spawn of Yog-Sothoth.
Got it. Would I be able to find out maybe in the beginning or maybe through some passage that I've read who the authors are of this book?
I think we determined that in the last episode, so let me double check. If we haven't, I don't want to give it to you unless you guys endure some additional chaos.
Got it.
Let me get in my sheets real quick.
Additional?
Yeah, I mean, information ain't free, buddy.
Oy vey.
Like I should like not jinx myself by saying this, but I feel like I've taken the least toll in the information I've received.
Yeah.
I
Seems
feel
that
like
way.
Clara took most of the brunt of that, and then I was able to get information from it.
I think you've also been making the smartest decisions of the group, to be fair.
Yeah, I guess.
Throwing that
I mean,
out
this
there.
book has really thrown everybody through a loop. I mean,
Yeah.
so if what created the situation where Todd's had to like go outside? What was happening at that point? Oh,
I reached
was it
through
the
that scroll of
scroll?
protection.
That's
or
right.
Sanctuary.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He put
That's
his
right.
left arm in, he took his left arm out, and chaos all about. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so you understand as you're kind of remembering what sort of led you here and why all of this terrible, horrific stuff has happened. You remember that you were given this book, and it seems like this is penned by the three blood witches.
Got it. Got it.
You begin feeling like you are sharing information with someone else as your hand is resting on the book. You get this sense that something is watching you from inside the book. But it's like it's a magnetic force that makes you want to try to step into the book.
I deny that impulse.
Oh, do you? Oh, do you?
I mean, at this point, I think I realize that I've probably been drawn to this book for longer than I should have spent. And my personal reaction would be to take my hands off the book and close the book.
As you do this, you lose 2 stability points.
Oof. Oof. Should never said anything. I should have just.
You just hopped right in.
I know, right? I mean,
honestly, that's kind of worth it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I still have 2 eyes. I'm not drooling.
Yeah.
And I will join the rest of my friends.
Okay. I'm just writing down that now you know how it feeds.
And just to clarify, can I still comprehend what's going on around me?
Absolutely.
And I don't get why people are looking at me funny.
Yeah, you have all
Okay.
of your faculties. We'll get to you in just one
Okay.
sec. Clara, you feel this weird sensation in your eyes. Actually, let me go back. And she doesn't feel a weird sensation. Clara, you know how sometimes when you wake up from a nap and you open your eyes and there's like these little floaty fuzzies just hanging out in your eyes a little bit and you just have to blink them out? You see that out of your one eye, and it's really weird. They're not like black or white or any color you've seen before, but you see these kind of magenta spots obscuring your vision. And then very quickly, you see something dart across the room, but you feel it as it darts across the surface of your eye. And you feel it enter your tear duct and wiggle down.
I'm gonna start screaming and like rubbing at my face, it's like trying to see if I can feel it under my skin or something.
Okay. Everyone, you watch as Clara, who is sitting at the counter just watching a conversation between Bellamy and Todd as they're kind of bringing each other up to date on their own shared experiences. And she begins clawing at her eye and just rubbing against it. Everyone roll something. You may choose what to determine if you are able to see this thing.
Am I rolling anything?
Anybody but Clara.
Okay. Good, I don't want to see it.
Am I there as well?
Yes, you're walking up just as this is happening.
I have sensed trouble.
Okay, that's actually great.
I would like to put a point into it.
Okay, you need a 4 or higher.
All right. Oh my gosh, 4. So 5.
Okay. You see out of the corner of your eye as Claire is pressing against her tear duct, and it's almost like someone that has really bad allergies and they're just sort of pressing to make the pressure go to a different side of their face. But then, like, when she pulls her hand away, you see this really thin, almost imperceptible string of purple snot. And it looks like the exact same color as those droplets that came out of your body. And then it just kind of sucks back into her eye, and you notice it wiggling. And it seems, from what you understand, a little malicious.
Bellamy? I think Clara needs some help. I think there's something bad in her. Did you see the thing in her hand? You're looking at me strange.
My head hurts. Why would I be looking around? And yes, she needs help. She smells bad and she lost an eye.
Edward, when Bellamy says she smells bad, it kind of brings that thought of the really foul smelling person who's been infected.
Do I smell it as well?
You do. It smells like sweet decaying meat.
Wait, Bellamy, what did you say?
Which part?
Something about Claire smelling bad?
Yes, she smells like death. Can't you smell her? It's really strong.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I smelled something, but I
Oh,
thought it
it's
was
your
from
girlfriend.
the battle. Well, Bellamy, you don't have to
I think she's all of our
be
friends.
so rude. Yeah.
Edward, we need to get her somewhere. There's.
Wait, hold on. I just read about this. I was reading the book, and it said that the victims emit a smell after they've been attacked or something has been taken from them.
The lights in the house begin to flicker, and you all feel this coldness rush in, and you hear locking doors all around the house. Clara, your body sort of stiffens. And then your head, for whatever reason, just sort of becomes limp on your neck, and you slam it into the kitchen counter, and you are rendered unconscious. The rest of you watch as Clara's body begins kind of convulsing, and there's this purple goo that comes out of her eyes, and this snaky like creature, very small, very thin, but very fast, starts darting between her eye into her nose, and then it'll pop out of her mouth, and then it heads down into her cleavage, where you see underneath her robes this thing as it grows, and you hear this like sucking sound as it starts attaching to her body. And each time you hear this sucking sound, her body like sort of jumps as though she's a marionette and someone has pulled her string.
I would like to try to grab it with my left hand.
Okay. Okay. You all watch as Todd unsheathes his left hand that has until this point been covered by a small towel, and his arm is no longer flesh colored. It is a really dark purple color. And he has this bandage, but the bandage seems to be covered by this goopy purple substance. And now that it is out in the open, it begins to stretch itself from Todd's finger onto Clara. And you see as both of them become tangled in this web of goo and yuck. Anyone else?
Bellamy is gonna leave. She's mm-mm. I don't think she has anything left in her. She's running out the door and probably screaming despite the head pain.
As you open your mouth to scream,
No.
and and you make your way to the door, you realize that the door is locked. You cannot make your fingers work because now something has grasped onto the inside of your cheek and is pulling you in the direction of Todd and Clara. But as you turn around, there's no purple substance there, but you do feel a very hard push. And you start tumbling toward your two friends. Edward, you may roll any appropriate roll to save Bellamy from being entangled in the purple goo.
I will definitely use athletics and try to kind of tackle Bellamy in the opposite direction. So I'll see her bodily kind of like hurtling back towards us, and without even really thinking, I just go to like kind of grab her.
Okay. You need a 4 or higher.
I'll use 2 points of athletics.
Okay.
That's a 4, so that would be a 6.
Okay. As you tackle Bellamy to the ground, when your body hits the floor, you hear this vibration on the wooden floors as something steps closer. But not to you, to your friends. Edward, as you open your eyes and you look in the direction of Clara and Todd, Clara's eyes open, and it looks like she's too scared to do anything more than contort her face and breathe very heavily. And you watch as the monster from the book, takes her in its tentacled arms and begins pulling it toward its stomach. Todd, do you feel this sensation of being lifted up?
So how
Remember when we were talking about that reset button last time?
Yeah, can we do that, please?
I think it's happening.
So-
it's in our control any fucking more.
Really important question. Who has that gun with the crazy bullets?
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
So,
Do we still have that with us?
I
as
think
far as
think
I know,
Clara
I
has it.
kept it.
No. What did you have the regular gun with like the
No.
bullets?
I had the death ray,
Okay,
and you had the regular gun with
gun with the
fancy
bullets, like the special
Yeah.
bullets, right?
Yeah, and Todd also
Alright.
had special bullets.
So this is what I'm gonna do. Immediately upon seeing the creature, I yell out, "Crandall, get the fuck out here!" And then I run towards Clara and I grab the gun from Clara.
You do not have a gun. You all changed into your robes.
Fuck. Do I recall where our stuff is?
She would keep it in her purse if it's not on her.
Would I have?
I don't know if you will allow that, but
Would I have the
that's what
foresight
Clara would
to
do.
like, think of that in that moment? If not, I'm gonna do something else. I'll leave that up to V to let me know.
'Cause, I mean, you would know
Stomach turn.
Clara always keeps her important things in her purse, like her camera and, you know,
I mean, I feel
pads,
like
things like that.
I would know that. I feel like that would
Yeah.
be shared knowledge, but obviously right now I don't have an idea of where your purse would be. That's
Right.
the big concern. Where is our clothing after we changed into our wizard robes?
Third robes.
I just don't want to be eaten.
Not
not too much
too
to ask.
late for that. On the plus side, you won't feel a thing.
That's great.
Just scared.
Well, maybe we will, but we won't know. 'cause
I
we'll
might
just know it.
You'll just think I'm a smelly zombie. Oh, good.
Ooh.
I'm real nervous about all the reading V's doing right now. Can I just say that?
Oh boy. You all wake up on a ferry heading towards the island.
Pretty much.
I get a peppermint hot chocolate.
Oh, why is all this peppermint in my pocket?
Oh, remember
Edward
when
chuckles
we were all so
hilariously off to the
happy?
side.
Okay. We are now at an area of contest. So essentially, you name your action, and we will roll against each other. And it's kind of a winner take all situation. So
Understood.
let me know what you're going to do.
Okay, so obviously I don't have my firearm on me, and I think my first response would be, do I recall where my firearm would be? When we had switched to the robes from Crandall, did we leave it like in a certain room, in a certain area?
You dismantled it when we were at the library.
Dismantle the gun?
Yeah. And handed me the parts, which
Why?
are in my purse. I don't remember why. I think we were crazy at the time. I just remember.
Well, same
I
team.
was like-
Same team. Doesn't really help our cause right now.
I should not have this good of a memory. I'm so sorry.
I didn't remember that, but I'm really glad someone did.
Oh,
You
notes usually come in handy.
And you handed me the gun parts, and so I put them in my purse for safekeeping.
But he never put it back together?
Why would you have
Not
done
in
that?
the episode.
I don't even remember it.
I don't remember
happening.
when this happened. I just remember, like, okay, he handed me the parts of his gun instead of my flashlight. That's not helpful.
Okay.
Okay,
I should not have remembered that.
So
then.
so
Sorry, go
you've
ahead.
yelled for Crandall,
Yes.
and you hear him trying to get out of his room, but the door is sealed. It's locked. He cannot get out. And you hear him yelling from the other side of the door, "Get out of the house. Get out of the house." You hear laughter.
From Crandall or from a
No.
different? Okay.
It almost seems like it's echoing from the corners of the rooms.
I look at Bellamy. I tell her to get out of the house. Find a window. Bellamy, get out. I'm going to get Clara and Todd. Just find some way to get out and wait for us there.
I scramble to my feet and just run to the closest window and pick up something heavy and try to break it open.
Okay, great. I would like you to roll.
Lock picking.
I lockpick the window.
Roll fleeing.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I will not be telling you what you need in order to pass.
I rolled a 6.
Good job.
And then I added a bunch.
You pick up the nearest chair and it. Sorry. Small man with a large truck is right near me. Okay. God. Okay. You pick up a chair and you hear something hit the floor, and then you throw the chair through the window. It bounces back, hits you right in the chest, but you are prepared for it. There's nothing that's getting between you and the outside of this fucking house. And so you catch that chair and you slam it with all of your might through the window. The rest of you hear this crash as the chair exits the house through the window. And Bellamy, you now have the opportunity to find what's on the floor or jump out of the house.
Okay, I have to think about this for a minute. No, I think she's gonna get out of the house because of the state she's in. Like, she was even leaving behind Clara and everybody else, so I'm going out the window.
Okay.
Damn it.
You guys ever heard of that song, Why Can't We Be Friends?
Mm-hmm.
This is why.
Yeah, this is why.
Look, man, I wanted to, but it's not.
You can't be friends if you're dead.
Yeah.
Why can't we be friends?
We're streaming,
Why
Fred.
can't we be... Oh, sorry. Why can't we be dead? Why can't we be dead?
No thanks.
I'll tell you why. Okay, Bellamy, you beautiful roller 6. How can I help you without helping you?
Yeah.
Give me just a sec. I'm trying to figure out what to do here.
Help me. Help you.
Bellamy,
Who's
as
coming?
you are outside of the house, you have a new sense of clarity. You're able to shake off this painful headache that you've had. And you see Jonathan Crandall as he's banging on the window in his room. And you see this same guy that was talking to you on the street just outside of Leo's. And he's inside the house with Crandall as well. And you watch as Crandall gets thinner and thinner and then drops to the floor. And then the shades are covered. and then the shades are drawn. Edward, you hear Bellamy leave, but before that, I'll re-say all of that, guys. Sorry.
Can I ask a quick question? Is it
Yes.
pronounced Yog Sothoth?
Yes.
Sothoth. Yog Sothoth. Okay.
Yes. I've got nothing for you. Oh, but you know what? Do put 1 in Cthulhu Mythos.
For me?
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Okay, I know
Yeah,
what I'm going to do.
There's just nothing I can do to help you get to that item. All right, go ahead.
So now, hearing Bellamy safely exiting, I gain a little confidence that one of my friends is safe. My duty tells me that I cannot leave. I will not leave my friends behind. So I take the amulet around my neck and I use it to slash my palm, opening up a deep gash. I grab the amulet with my bloody hand. I rip it off of my neck. I hold it up in front of me as I walk towards the creature and towards Clara, and I say, I know you, spawn of Yog-Sothoth. Be gone. You do not have power over us. You will not take my friends. And I will channel all of my energy into this amulet held in my bloody hand as I walk towards them.
Clara and Todd, you watch as Edward performs this crude rite in front of you, and you feel yourselves drop on the floor. Todd, you have the wherewithal to notice that this purple substance is kind of leaking out of you and out of Clara, kind of following this invisible something, and it seems to be streaking its way toward Edward. Both of you watch as Edward is sort of sucked into this void, beginning in the middle of his chest and just sort of snapped in half backward. You hear the crunch of his spine as he's sucked into something, along with all of the purple muck and yuck. And you hear no screams, no chewing, nothing. And then it's over in an instant. And all you see lying on the ground is a spinning, rocking amulet.
No. No. No.
I would like to scoop up Clara and dash for the window.
Roll fleeing.
I'm reaching towards where Edward was as he's doing that.
Three.
You are unable to pick up Clara, who is clawing with everything she has to get to the spot where Edward was. Clara, you reach the amulet, and it's almost like you were expecting something, like expecting a feeling or a comfort whenever you held on to his amulet. Like this belonged to him, so therefore you would feel like you were with him when you got to this amulet, but there is no comfort. It's just cool.
I'm gonna hold it tight and kind of cradle it close to my chest. Well, like maybe if I hold it tightly enough and put enough of my thoughts into it, maybe I can feel him or channel him or pull him out.
Todd, you watch as Clara pulls this amulet to herself, and you see her sort of blink in and out. And you know that something that's unstable is occurring around you. And then you watch as Clara disappears and the amulet falls to the ground.
Do I get any sense of her getting to safety? Or like, is that like a negative thing? Am I getting anything from this situation? Or it's just poof, gone?
Yeah, it's just a void. There's nothing. There's no sensation that you feel outside of confusion, absolute confusion at the things that have occurred, but especially this.
I would like to grab the amulet and then try to get out the window.
As you grab the amulet, again thinking like, okay, maybe if I touch the amulet, something, But when you touch the amulet, there's nothing there. And you just feel. How do you feel, Todd?
I am afraid and alone in a room with something very frightening.
Fear. A powerful emotion. An emotion that ignites us to action. An emotion that controls us. And an emotion that drives us to do and say and think things that normally we wouldn't ever think, say, or do. Fear overcomes all of your senses. Bellamy, you stand outside in the snow and you see Jonathan Crandall's house explode in front of you. You are blown back from the debris. When you come to, you're pinned underneath a really large beam.
Um, can I move at all?
You can try anything.
I I want to try to move, and at the same time, I'm going to start calling for help. but I'm sure it's, oh god, it's a very muffled scream sob. I don't think there's actual words. And then probably I just stop. And
You hear footsteps approaching, and something kneels beside you. And then you're looking into the eyes of a man. He looks very kind. And he puts his hands, cradles them around your face, and says, "It's okay. I'm here now."
do I recognize him?
You recognize him, like you've seen this person before, but you don't know him for sure. It almost seems like this person could be a helper, a savior. They're very warm. You're going to be okay.
I think this sucks really bad. So I will move my face out of their hands as much as I'm able to, and look away from them and just say, I will never be okay again. Just go away.
You feel this horrible pain as this huge beam is lifted off of your legs. And you watch as this man with unbelievable strength has just taken this huge piece of building material off of you. And he holds on to a necklace of some sort. There's like a leather strap around it. He holds on to it and he places his hand on what you're looking at. Looks like your really crushed hip and legs. And you kind of just fade in and out of consciousness as the pain of your bones and your ligaments and your muscles all just find their way back to the proper spot. And he hands you an amulet. You recognize it immediately as Edward's amulet. And he says, "When you're ready to find your friends, call me." And that's where we're going to call it.
Oh boy.
No, I'm very confused.
Did he write his phone number on the amulet?
I was shaking during that scene. I was like physically shaking. I was like, this is such a bad idea. I should just go out the window. But no,
Oh, it
I
gave me
have
chills
duty.
though when you did that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got serious chills.
All right, take a knee. We gotta go take a knee.
Yeah. We gotta go.
Boy.
Shit's getting real, y'all.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, stream. That has been episode 6. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
We are not coming back. This is our only episode recording, I think, tonight because we're doing a Patreon exclusive right after this episode. So, just so you know.
Bye, guys.
See you
Bye.
later.